Hey everyone! Today I'll show you the mechanics for Tormented Trobbio. This is one of the tougher bosses in my humble opinion because Trobbio's attacks can stack in such a way that it can make it nearly impossible to dodge sometimes. There are some patterns that are more predictable though, and certainly some actions you can take to make these situations less likely. And we're going to run down exactly which strategies will make this fight more manageable. Let's get started. Just like in the first Trobbio fight, he will throw these three projectiles that will shoot smoke and cross patterns, which can either point straight up and down or at diagonals, and then they'll explode in those directions after a short delay. These can be hard to dodge depending on the way they stack up, and unfortunately you'll just have to react to them as they come up, because the exact way they line up is going to change every time. What you should absolutely keep in mind, however, is that you can hit the projectiles to deflect them away from you, which will give you a lot more breathing room. Be proactive when you see this, and you'll be much less likely to get trapped. Just like before, Trobbio will spin around and move left and right through the room, usually coming to a stop around where the two bumps are in the floor, depending on where he starts the attack. Then he'll throw smaller tornadoes on either side of him, which will move up to the ceiling in an arc. There are two differences from last time, though. If he begins the attack in the air, he floats to the bottom of the room as he goes, rather than dropping immediately. He also leaves a trail of fireworks behind him, which will explode after a brief delay. For the most part, the strategy remains the same, though. Dash past him when the attack triggers, then jump up where the tornado will be stopping and go for some downward slashes. The only caveat here is that you have to make sure you're not entering the firework areas when you jump up. His fireworks attack is also modified. When he activates it, he'll cause a cross-pattern explosion that's either straight up and down or at diagonals. This modification caught me several times as I was getting used to it, so keep an eye out. If you're having a hard time dodging, the safest place to be will be on the ground far away from the boss, since neither pattern will hit you there. After that, just stay out of the telegraphed AoEs and you can otherwise attack him once he hits the ground. He'll get one more attack after the Enrage, but for some general tips and tricks, your best opportunities to hit Trobbio will be right after he emerges from the ground, right after he begins flying, upon landing after the fireworks attack, and during the tornado attack. If you don't meet any of these conditions, approach him at your own risk. I would recommend that you prioritize dodging instead, and make sure you deflect those bombs to the other side of the arena when possible. This last attack hasn't really changed since last time. Just avoid the smoke that comes up from the ground and make sure not to enter those areas until the explosion has fully disappeared. I made the mistake of moving there too early a handful of times while weaving between the AoEs. That's it for Tormented Trobbio. If you found this guide helpful, do me a favor and leave a like or comment before you go to help boost the channel, and consider subscribing to see more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.
Nella